I'm Brian Kraus, and today I'm going to tell you about the endpoint privilege management market, which you may not have even realized affects your everyday. I'm going to give you a background on how attackers use your endpoint to hack networks. Should you have further questions, feel free to reach out. I have all sorts of info I can share to help you lead a security discussion at your company or with your customers. Let's talk security and focus on malware and ransomware. Our customers are faced with all kinds of threats every day. Some are big ones that are particularly impactful. I grabbed this chart from the 2020 Sophos State of Ransomware report. You'll notice email pops up 2 times as a top way ransomware gets in. With email representing 45% of ransomware attacks, it makes for a good threat vector to chat about. Keep in mind the concepts we'll review address all of the use cases listed here, but I wanted to keep this short. Unfortunately, phishing attacks are very effective. No matter how hard we try, bad emails get through security controls all the time. When the bait is tempting enough, users get tricked into clicking bad links or attachments. To solve problems like phishing, you need to find the weak links in security. The easiest entry point into networks is the endpoint. From here, a hacker can easily move upstream to more important targets like the servers that control access to the entire network or domain controllers. The big question becomes, how secure is the endpoint? Or as a slide asks, have I been pwned? The sad answer is, of course, you've been hacked. IT professionals need to always assume a breach mentality. Endpoint security certainly is a crowded space. AV and EDR products block attacks based on signatures or application behavior. These products range from the traditional antivirus to cutting edge detection response companies. Configuration management works to identify operating system vulnerabilities and deploy patches. This market has been around for a long time. However, we're seeing SaaS companies disrupting the old guard. There's a gaping hole, which is the foundation of endpoint security. That is privilege management. Enforcing least privilege means users are only granted the access needed to do their job. Much of this can be accomplished by removing access to the local admin account. This is what CyberArk does: manage privileged accounts. The word local admin sounds boring, but becomes exciting when you realize how much it matters. Let's start with a simple question: what does your laptop or workstation do? Seems like a silly question, but it runs applications. These applications run by making calls to the underlying services running on your OS. These low level settings are the backbone of your computer. Luckily, as a user, we don't have to look at them all that often. Everyone's computer has an account called local admin on it. Our applications use this account to run. From time to time, as a user, we'll get alerts when an application needs access to it. Sometimes you'll see the little UAC shield icon next to a process to inform you the local admin account is needed to run it. On some programs, when you right click, you see the Run as Administrator command to make it very clear. To install your Zoom client, add a print driver, or install your webcam software, you need the local admin account. It is used everywhere. While access is needed for day to day work, hackers use it to steal our passwords and credential hashes. They use it to run services needed for malware to exploit your machine. This is a powerful account. It needs to be managed, but because of the intricacies, it is often overlooked. CyberArk offers the most complete platform to address all identity security needs. Historically, we're known for privileged access management. But today, we've been talking about Endpoint Privilege Manager to secure, you've guessed it, local admin use cases across the workforce. This also touches on adaptive MFA to prove identity as a user needs greater access rights to do things like install software as an example. Would you like to learn more? Check out my other videos or reach out to me directly.